Okay, so I'm going to start working on some very basic strengthening exercises now. So if you kind of feel like you have the mobility and you're ready to work on some very simple strengthening exercises, then you can start doing this. Key thing though, so you do want to make sure that you have like a pretty good mobility, like pretty good range of motion, just because once you start building muscle, it's kind of hard to go back to the flexibility issue. You definitely can, but you don't want to train your body in a certain range when you're capable of more, because again, that could predispose you to another injury, an overuse injury, something like that. So I'm going to start off just laying down again. So you can definitely do these on your bed. I do these sometimes in the gym. The one's kind of awkward, so I always try to face the wall, but I will face the camera this time. So I'll start off here. So, push that way. First one, super easy. You can do this anywhere. There's literally no excuse not to do this. It's always bikini season somewhere. So, so you're just gonna work on squeezing your butt. So getting your butt activating, so you can kind of see. People usually make a face when they do this, so I can kind of tell when they're doing it, but you can kind of see my butt squeezing. So you squeeze, hold for about 5-10 seconds, do that about 10 times. So again, it's just trying to wake your butt up, basically. You can do this in the morning, at night, while you're eating dinner, whatever. So that's one you can kind of start off with, very simple. Another one you can work on is just squeezing and pressing your kneecap straight down into the floor. So I don't know if you can see a little bit. That's me activating my quad. So again, hold for 5 to 10 seconds, do it about 10 times. Again, just kind of waking those muscles up. That might be all you can do right now. I don't know how strong you are. This is just a video and very general. So, so just if you want to start off with there, awesome. Okay, so next one I'm going to do is the awkward one. So I'm going to pull my spandex down here. But so what you're going to do, you're going to lay on your side. So you're going to have about, you're kind of at like not really good angles, but 45-ish degree angle here. And then your knees are bent, so they're at like a 90-degree angle. So you can kind of see my little knee there. All right, so you're going to bring your leg up. These are called clamshells. So you really want to focus on like making this muscle work. So it's the side of your butt. So you're going to focus on making that muscle work, like really get in tune with your brain. Because you could do this all day, but like not really think about it. But again, really try to activate that muscle. So, and kind of hold and then come back down. Okay. So you can do this again. I'll say 2 sets of 15, but with all these, it's very general. So, please take all of these recommendations with a grain of salt. Each person is different and it is hard to, determine what exactly you need without seeing you in person. So maybe you could see a physio or a PT nearby. They can always go off of what I'm saying and you could show them, what Patella syndrome is, kind of thing. But anyways, okay. So next one is called bridges. So this is good again for the hip stability as well as even like ankle mobility here. And just working on your hamstring. Key thing here though is you want to make sure, I talked about before, making sure that your muscles are firing properly. So sometimes people will get cramps in their hamstrings here, but you really want to try to focus on making your butt squeeze here first. So really try to squeeze as you're coming up. So even if you can pull your belly button in too, but that's a whole nother topic. So so we're going to do here. So I'm really trying to squeeze my butt. Hopefully you can see that there. So squeeze and lift. Okay, so you can do these quickly, or if you want a little extra, just kind of squeeze and then count to 5 on the way up. And then hold it up there for 5. Really squeeze down here. And then, I think that was 5. And then come right back down slowly for 5. Okay, so again, very basic, but it is working your whole leg, really. Especially these glutes. They're very important. Okay. I believe those are the last ones on the ground. So next thing, what you can do is, these are very simple. These are exercises that I don't really like to do, but they're good to start off. They're easy, but they're not what I or we as PTs would call functional, I'd say. So this is called a long arc quad. know, you're sitting here, again, you can do this kind of when you're at dinner, if you're at work and work a desk job and you just want to, get a little something in. So just kicking your legs straight out, okay? So nothing fancy. It is just working on that quad and, like I said before, that extensor mechanism, so you can kind of see it in real life. There's that. You can also, if you do have any sort of exercise band, that's awesome. You can wrap it around your legs here and push out to the side. If not, you can do your best with your hands and use them as, your resistance to push out against the side. That's, again, kind of working that side there. Something else, you can put a pillow or a blanket. Here's a convenient blanket right here between your legs and work on just squeezing. Okay, so that's working on the inner thigh muscle. Yeah, just gonna squeeze and hold. You can, again, hold these 5 to 10 seconds, do it about 10 times. Yeah, that's kind of that. So these are all just kind of basic, getting your body started and woke up. So last one I'll show you is just the single leg balance. So again, I think I talked about this before, just kind of getting your body used to, knowing where everything is and, using all the right parts. So this might not seem too hard, and it's probably not that hard for certain people, I guess. But you can kind of see my leg is kind of shaky a little bit. Some people will really move their toes. Some people really move their hips to keep them upright. You can just kind of work on standing here. It's a different type of strengthening, but it is still important. And another thing, please have something nearby to grab a hold of, or a wall or a table or something. Just please be careful. So there's that. You can hold this if you can hold it for a minute, awesome. If you want to bring your leg up to do it, I might throw it off a little bit. Bring your arms out a little bit, that's fine too. But again, those are kind of just some beginner ones for you to work on, and we'll kind of progress them in a minute on the next video.